Right, hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade homemade chicken McNugget. Okay, it's the same as what you get at McDonald's, only it's going to be at home in the kitchen for a fraction of the cost. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll pan down. Actually, what I'll do, I'm going to do a few shout outs. I'll do a couple, and I'll carry on with this. Now, there's one I'm going to bring to the front here, Leon Blotnicki. Leon Blotnicki. He writes, keep up the brilliant work, thank you very much. Now, he says his kids are into cooking, and he asks, any chance of little basic knowledge on your videos? Now, this is interesting, because what I used to do when I was started on the cooking, as opposed to the reviewing, when I started cooking, I was trying to make videos that people could understand, you know, not assuming that somebody knows. You know, like you look at a lot of videos on YouTube and they talk like you know stuff, right? So what I used to do was to explain things. This is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it, and this is that you do it this way because like this. And but the thing is, as the channel progresses, I kind of slip away. It's not intentionally. It's just that you you change things around. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I will take that on board. I'll try explaining things a little bit more and why. Okay. Anyway, okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pan down. Now, what I've got here is actually I'll just turn that over because I've got a few more shout outs in a minute. Okay, now what I did, I went to the co-op there and I bought the King's Mill. There's 4 muffins, perfectly baked for tasty toasting. That's a good little phrase there. Anyway, 4 King's Mill muffins. Now these are like 95p, but at the moment the co-op are doing, you buy one, you get one free, you see. So I thought, right, you know, what I'll do, I'll probably freeze the other one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this muffin in half. Now, I've heard that in America, it's a big cause of having to go down to hospital is because people are cutting things like what do they call them? Them things with a hole in the middle. I can't think of the name. It's like one of these but with a big hole. You know, it's like a bread. Anyway, what they do, they cut it and then they go into the hand, right? So what I'm going to do for that reason, I'm going to turn it that way and just hold it at the top and just. There you go, I'm looking at the screen while I'm doing this. There you go, and cut it in half. There, okay. Now, I don't know whether McDonald's toast these. I'm going to try it while I'm not toasting it. Anyway, that's going to be to one side. On that, I'm going to be putting a slice of my favourite co-op processed cheese. Now, this is good because it melts really well. I'm going to be using a free-range egg, as I normally do here. There you go. And what else? Oh, 1 piece of bacon, because what it is, it's I don't know whether I said sausage, bacon and egg McMuffin is what I'm going to be cooking. Okay, now what I've done here is I've got the 1 piece of bacon. Now it's a little bit big for the pan, so what I'm going to do is cut it in half. Also, this helps because the fat is difficult to cut. The bacon is actually bigger than the muffin, so at some point you're going to have to cut this in half. Man, this is not... Why? Okay, yeah, trying to cut this bit of, bit of fat there. Okay, anyway, so I've got this on 8 out of 12. So I'm going to fry this up. And then, when it's cooked, I'm going to put it to the side of the pan, and then cook the egg. Okay. So when that's starting to cook a little bit, I'll come back. Okay. What I've done, I've decided to cut the fat off it. It's getting a bit much. Okay. So now the bacon's heating up. I'm going to cook it until it's just about cooked. Nothing dark. And that way I can put it on the sides of the pan here to keep it hot while I do the egg in the same fat. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here as well, I'm going to take the piece of cheese. I'm going to prepare. Let's see, that's the bottom. I'm going to prepare the bun, the muffin bun already. and there you go. I'm going to place that on the bottom half of the bun. The egg will go on top of that, and then the bacon will go on top of that. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, it's time now for the egg. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep that hot on the side there. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Right, now I'm going to use this thing. You may recognise this. I've actually used this to make hamburger. When I've done homemade hamburgers, in fact, if you type in Mark's Remarks homemade burger, you'll see me. I made a burger out of mincemeat, some eggs, some bacon, throw it all in there, sausage, and I use this to make the burger shape. It makes a perfectly round burger shape. You just stuff it in there, pack it down, it makes a round shape. Anyway, I'm going to be using this for the egg. So I'm going to put that in there. Crack the egg into it. Oh, I've got a bit of shell in there. Yeah, Jesus. Alright. That's good. That's solid. Alright, I've got a little bit of egg in there, but that's okay. Okay, now what I'm going to... you know what? It's actually keeping its shape, so I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to use the spatula to... You know what? Probably... okay, I think I'm feeling it needs a little touch more oil. Just a touch. Because the bacon there must have soaked up all the oil. Okay. There you go. Just scrape it from underneath. Make sure it doesn't stick. I'm going to try and get it to not to stick there. Okay. Now what I'm going to quickly turn over the bacon. Yeah. So I don't want it too brown because it's still cooking. Although I'm going to keep it to the side to avoid most of the heat. Okay. Now, actually this turns out, it's handy having one of those little rings because it keeps the chicken, it keeps the egg in one shape. Now, let me just do a couple of Dan, in regard to the fantastic 4 breakfast I did the other day. There was 4 sausages, 4 bacon, 4 eggs, 4 toast. He suggested it would have been good to have 4 hash browns, which is a very good idea. I haven't had hash browns for a while. Yeah, if I'd have had hash browns, I would have probably put them in because they would have been a good addition. So, thank you to Dan. Let me see. Grey Rothwell. Oh, the beans I used in that big breakfast there, in that fantastic 4 breakfast. They're not. He says they're a bit runny because they've got too much sauce, which is true. Right, I'm going to flip this over and do the other side just for a few seconds because it's a bit runny on the top. Yeah, it's true, but I find if you cook it for a long time, I mean, you're talking 15 minutes just mixing it around, that seems to work, but, you know, it's just not ideal. Heinz are the best, but, you know, you can buy 3 of my beans for 1 of theirs, you know. It's, okay, and the last one, the real Matthew Early. Oh, on the subject of the Fantastic 4 breakfast, he said the name that it could have been called was the 1 cup mushroom, because I used a bunch of mushrooms in there. The 1 cup mushroom. So that was the real Matthew Early, Grey Rothwell, Dan, and Leon Blotnicki. There we go. I think that's how you pronounce that. Okay, thank you very much to all of those. Now, oh, right, there we go. Now the egg is pretty much done. There we are. It's a bit off centre. I'll try and get that in there. Okay, you can see that. Now, I'm not going to put any salt and pepper and all that stuff on there. I never do that. I figure what I'll do, I'll taste the food. Not just this, but all foods, you know, and then if I like it, or if it needs it, then I'll put some on it, you know. Anyway, yeah, you can see that. That is a There you go. Muffin. There's cheese. There's an egg. Bacon. You could do this with if you want to make a sausage and egg McMuffin. Then you could use a burger, perhaps. Anyway, I was a bit. The eggs are a little bit runny. I don't know if I've got any on my face here. Yeah. Okay, now this is not bad, you know. I think the bun could be a little bit toasted. I don't know, but it tastes so fine, you know. The muffin has a very bready taste to it, which is different than the McMuffin at McDonald's. They possibly toast it. I've got a feeling they might do. I think they do in the breakfast, the plate of breakfast. But that is how you do that at home. Just get yourself some muffins, or some King's, you know, some bread muffins from the shop, an egg, free range of course, and some bacon. This is good. The egg is slightly runny, and which is still good. Yeah. I think next one I'll do it toasted. I might do another one actually. And when I get some burgers, the Co-op are doing you know, the 5 for £5. Only it's 6 for £5. 6 items for £5. One of them is a pack of beef burgers, so I might get one of those and do a sausage, egg, and sausage and egg muffin. Anyway, all right. Well, that's enough talking. Right, there you go. Bacon and egg muffin. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.